Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Abiding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. Basically starting, we're doing eating stuff. If we could donate, that would be very nice on this run. And you know what? We got a great setup for making something along those lines happen. This, you can't ask for a better start than this. If you look at this start and you go, well, I'm not doing so hot, you're wrong. You're wrong, okay? We got an amazing rate of fire. This is we got a bunker buster right there, thankfully. You got good damage. Actually, you might even say great. I would probably stop short of that. I'd say 4 is where my greatness threshold lies. Especially below the belt. 4 feet, that is. That doesn't even make sense. That would be monstrous. Regardless, it's an amazing start. You don't need me to say anything more than that, I'm sure. What we want to be able to do is donate a bunch of money. The best way to donate a bunch of money, we're already on pace for it. Well, we already have a chance at it. Get IV bag or some other item that gives you the ability to create invincibility, even if it's only temporary. And then use that to farm money, which is basically, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I meant to take damage there, but, you know, still worked out relatively well in the whole scheme of things. So we'll hit our item room up. We could use a speed upgrade. Apart from that, life is but a dream. Can't really go throwing our HP around willy-nilly right now, just because we have that half spirit heart guaranteeing us that deal with the devil on the next floor. But dude, this is a nice setup, without a doubt. So yeah, unicorn stump, unicorn horn, game kid, many options that would work for us. This is not one of them. Although it did give us the game kid for a room. We're gonna stick with Mr. Boom 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 Boom. And the reason for that is because I know what it does and it's helpful. Dead Sea Scrolls. I never want to put us in a position where one errant tap of the spacebar could ruin our run. Why do I say that? Oh, no reason. I have to laugh, cause if I didn't laugh, tears would come out of my face. So we really want an arcade, and dude, ask and ye shall receive some of the time. Hey. You think the haste stopped him? I was hopeful. So we're hoping for IV bag. Blood bag would be acceptable also. Luck up, dude. Now I will probably try to play you a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of extra time here, but dude, who cares? We're not on a daily. We're not on a time crunch. Who cares? I've been rocking that, you know, Warren Buffett sleep schedule, at least filtered through a YouTuber context. I can't compete with Bear Taffy, who goes to bed at like 11 p.m. and wakes up at 7. I'm a little jealous. And the reason it's only a little instead of a lot jealous is admittedly because, you know, I've been going to bed at like 12 and getting up at 8. Going to bed at 1, getting up at 9. I beg you, sir. So, you know, we're well in advance of the NLSS. Unless this run is like 2.5 hours long. We got very little to worry about. Alright, I just gotta be honest, like, it seems like you're just wasting my time, so I'm gonna give you one more chance to not give me hearts. If I see a heart pop up and you don't give it to me, that's the end. Which means we could give you all of my money. Here we go. This is the last chance. Alright, you did it to yourself. Enjoy your fate. Perish. We're going to go to our boss trap room while we have the ability to do so. I got a level with you. I kind of wanted to see... No. Some some gold chests. I'm getting psyched. I'm psyching myself out is what I meant to say. Not I'm getting psyched. Dude, I'm getting super psyched to die here. Just keep him away. Who comes? It's Pin, right? Dude, we can be Pin without getting hit. Let's go. And it's an Emperor card, right? Right off the bat, really? You're gonna hook me up with this Emperor card? Triple shot, I'm okay with it. we shouldn't get hit here. Obviously, it would help if we could actually hit the flies. I'm just trying to, like... You know, I don't really want to do that room again. This is a bizarre situation. You normally don't find yourself in a spot where, you know, you're either going to get a deal with the devil that you have ample HP for, or you're definitely going to die. So, certainly I want to maintain my distance here. Anytime you're creating one of those, we want to ice it right off the bat. Thank you for walking into the fire. And we're fine. No Krampus, please? Oh, no Krampus. Not only no Krampus, but like, I mean, we might as well take this if we're going to take 9 lives as well. That's a dream come true. Okay. So we're free. And that was spotty, but I don't know, man. I think most Isaac players would have done what I did in that situation. Especially with, well, maybe not, actually. I'm probably being a little bit overly supportive of my own decision to look for IV bag for what are probably, you know, limited reasons. I'm gonna use it here, but it's close. No, that was bad. My hope was that by using it, you know, we'd get something and then also more bombs. I'm gonna... No, don't do it. The time is not right to use Midas Touch offensively. Just slow your roll. You'll get your chance. All you have to do is live long enough to get, like, an invincibility or... Well, really an invincibility item is the big one. Holy Mantle would be amazing. We got 2 luck upgrades already. Just don't throw your run away. I know we have 9 lives, but even then, like... It's not worth sacrificing. I don't put any value on, like, lives 1 to 8. Even still, it's not worth throwing one of them away for, like, 2 cents. Especially if we're not expecting it to buy us an item. This stars. Okay. How are we going to handle this? It's very simple. We are going to look for IV bag again. Blood bag, as mentioned, would also be fine. In fact, if anything, it's probably a little bit more advantageous now. Well, it's definitely a little bit more advantageous now. And I'm willing to give you half a Spirit Heart. That's just a calculated gamble to try to look. Then we're going to go back in here, and we're going to use Mr. Boom. 2 more Spirit Hearts. And we're going to use a bomb. Some spiders. Now, you're not going to like this, perhaps, or maybe you're going to love it because it's the return of the Zane once again. But I love it. We used some of our newfound Spirit Hearts to pick up IV bag. What's the value of IV bag? That won't be apparent for a little while. Suffice it to say, though, if we get Bloody Penny, we're coming pretty close to unlimited damage. It's not Bloody Penny, but, you know, not against Friendzone. So we're not going to see it start to pop until... Whoops. I'm worried that guy, he's got to be close to dying here. He's not even... There we go. I don't want to pop... I don't want to pop IV bag until we get some HP, but we'll start to generate, after we get HP, presumably quite a lot of money out of this whole situation. So the way we do that is very simple. You saw it on display right there. You probably don't even need me to say anything. Dude, Humbling Bundle, also awesome. Yeah, I'm in. So that's, we have to kill them while they're in the Midas Touch phase in order to get that money. But this is pretty swell. And the amount of money we're going to get, especially now with Humbling Bundle, is just absurd. Gimpy, at this point, would be off the wall. Off the planet! Isn't he going to freeze himself? It's a dated reference because at the time that Flight of the Conchords episode had been recorded, Michael Jackson still with us. Not that I'm trying to, like, you know, dredge up old memories or anything. It's one of those moments, you know? I remember where I was, mostly because I was at work. And the radio was like, hey, just so you guys know, Michael Jackson died. And we were like, oh, man. That's a pretty messed up thing to say, radio. Like, I get you gotta deliver the news. But they were like, hey, hope you enjoyed Smash Mouth's All-Star. By the way, the king of pop, now deceased. All right. Now here's 18 ads for Midas Brake Service. And I was like, well, I do need an oil change. Wait, what did you say? The king of pop? Hey. Yo, this is going very well indeed. You cannot hurt me. Actually, the orbital, it turns out, is a 10 out of 10 item for us as well, because when we get them in that period of invincibility, if Krampus dies like that, they're all going out like that. So we have 45 cents. I'm assuming, did we have a reroll machine on our shop? This is one of my favorite archetypes to have. We did have a reroll machine. Okay, so we'll blow it up. I bought the money accidentally. Seems like it worked out. We have almost unlimited money, so I really think we should kind of push for more items here. We don't need Mama Mega. That's an exception to the rule here. We don't need any of those either. I think we'll go hard on Diplopia. We got Ace of Hearts. What does PhD give us? Something's wrong. We'll just pop it just to get it out of the system. And then we're gonna, you know, pretty much continue to do what we were doing. Might seem like a waste of Spirit Hearts. I see things very differently. You know, we've already picked up 3 pretty useful passives in here. Throw me a little Deep Pockets. I don't mind. I don't know where that HP came from, but I'm okay with it. Even if we lose a life, to get this many items from the shop seems worthwhile to me. And we didn't really lose anything here. We might be in a hard spot when it comes to our deal with the devil on the next floor, but I mean, we'll see. Something's wrong. Pheromones. Pop pheromones. Get out of here via the moon card. Check our shop. Is there a Spirit Heart for sale? There is not. I will buy this just to be safe. Let's get the card as well. It could be Hierophant. Hangman. Not quite as good, but... Alright, so what did we pick up there? Well, we are still suffering a little bit on DPS, but everything else is A-okay. Hunky-dory. We got Lump of Coal, Shot Speed Upgrade, Map, Pokego, and all of our... Yo, this is potentially huge. All of our pills are going to be good now. So I think we're on half a heart. We have to be careful about that. Telepills, we'd probably rather have it than the Hanged Man. Farting Baby, he farts. Meet Farting Baby, the baby who farts. We neglect to inform you, Farting Baby has farted. Telepills me, I don't care. Let's just get it out, see where things go. So our DPS is, as mentioned, a little bit subpar. However, we do have Lump of Coal. I think that was worth it. I hope we get Red Hearts back, but my whole game plan there was just like, I thought I was going to be hit, so pop IV bag, get out in front of the damage. Please, please. The spider's got to go, dude. Varus. Really? Like, I know our DPS is only 3.8. I'm going to downgrade it from good to subpar right now. Even in spite of all the other advantages we have. Oh, I really, to be honest with you, I expected this one to be the shop. That not being the shop has thrown me for a real loop. Please be the secret room. Okay, we got a long walk. My overall goal... Oh, please don't create enemies. No silkworms close to me, please. I just say, you know, the runs are being uploaded in chronological order of when they're recorded, so I just had that daily that I thumbs down like Commodus in the Gladiator films and also the Gladiator real life, aka the Roman Empire. But this run is exactly my speed. If this is the game atoning for that last run, then consider yourself atoned like a Jane Austen novel, or alternatively a Keira Knightley film from the year 2004, post Pirates of the Caribbean. Look, Keira Knightley, you know, she's not doing badly for herself. She's been in a lot of classic movies. But, you know, you're Elizabeth in Pirates of the Caribbean, the smash hit for Disney. Follow it up in 2004 with, like, Pride and Prejudice and Atonement. What are you thinking? You know, you had the chance. Fire your agent, who I'm assuming is incredibly British. It's quite honestly just rude of me to say. I'm sure she's doing fine. I accidentally walked into that. So be it. That's the penance I deserve. I'm just saying, okay? She could have been America's sweetheart. Instead, she's in PBS... And Then There Were None telenovelas. "100% secret room." Alright, now that my judgmental side has gotten a chance to talk, don't hit me. What do we do? Well, this run is actually set. It doesn't look like it. You could be forgiven for thinking, you know, in the hands of a less skilled artisan, this Isaac run would be very touchy. For us, we have unlimited value. We're just waiting for a single trinket. We don't need Bloody Penny to win. If we get Bloody Penny, though, we win immediately. The other thing we want is to be able to... If I could donate 80 cents to the shop, that's an immodest ask. But if I could donate... Oh, no. In hindsight, maybe you don't want to gulp the left hand. What's funny, I'm actually... Here's a little bit of a stumper for you. If we IV bag, it won't count as losing our deal with the devil chance. But it will count for us dying. And as a result, we'll be able to leave the room without having taken damage, and all we lose is 1 life. One of the rare cases it might be worth killing ourselves to maximize our future odds of winning. The other cases are like almost exclusively deals with the devil, but we lived. So now that we've gulped the left hand, that's fine. I deserve that. That's a tough one to get out of, but I can't say I didn't deserve it. That time he died in 1 hit. Or rather, we hit him in such a way that he would die in 1 hit. Pardon? Guess we didn't get as much invincibility as we thought. Oh, we have Betrayal? So actually, IV bag is even better than I thought, especially on rooms with multiple enemies? It's a weird one. We still have a small chance of getting this deal with the devil. I wouldn't hang your hat on it. What I'm really hoping for is just, you know, a shop. If we can get restock, we might be at like an infinite shop. We should probably check that because we do have a PhD. Whoops. Pretty close to danger there. Do we have Betrayal? We do, right? It's not just farting baby giving us charm tears or charm effects or pheromone effects, whatever you'd like to describe them as. Well, 1 in 11 odds did not pan out. That's okay. Pretty good rate of fire upgrade. Something's wrong. Please, Nicholas, if you're listening, remove this from the good rotation. It's not a good pill. I'd love to hear the reasoning. I'm telling you, it's a situation where, like, it accidentally got left in the array or something like that. I'm just trying to help out, just trying to beta test. Take it from somebody who released code on GitHub this weekend and was simultaneously, or subsequently, I should say, inundated with pull requests to tell me how to write if-else statements. You got it all backwards. And it rolls uphill, apparently. Help. I can't reach you. I'm gonna need you to get closer, please. I cannot... The thing is, I can't reach you. It's alright. You know... You gotta do what you gotta do. I still love this run. You know, that reminds me of a Savage Garden song. Savage Garden gets off too easy, as far as I'm concerned. I think that, and no offense, Scotland or Ireland, I can't remember which country they're from, but it's one of those two. There's lots of amazing Scottish bands, there's lots of amazing Irish bands. You know, Scotland, of course, the Jesus and Mary chain, Belle and Sebastian. Ireland, of course, U2, Bewitched. Some all-time bangers there. But whichever one of you gave us Savage Garden, you're earning my ire temporarily. Oh, baby! It took all the money. Spending all your money on me and spending time on me. That's amazing. Well worth it. Savage Garden has a couple of songs that just make me... Angry's not the right word, but I shake my head a little bit. I want to stand with you on a mountain. I want to bathe with you in a sea. I want to live like this forever until the sky falls down on me. It doesn't really sound like you're in love with this person. It sounds like you're just outdoorsy. This is like a Tinder profile for somebody that loves hiking. It doesn't mean anything. And that's one of the songs that has endured. It's got an enduring legacy. How about I Knew I Loved You Before I Met You? That's, I don't know, that doesn't even make sense. How could you... if anything, it sounds like a situation of unrequited love where this guy's admiring strangers from afar, and they're like, get away from me, and he's like, I wrote you a poem, and here it is. I'm not trying to find meaning or you know, cynicism where none belongs. The lyrics are there in the song. I don't remember enough of the other Savage Garden oeuvre. They were probably like the most popular band when I was in 7th grade, though. There's a fine line in a pop song when you're riding quirky, okay? Try to catch me riding quirky. Another example I love to cite is Train's "Meet Virginia," which I believe was their first single before we knew they would grow into the easy listening adult contemporary juggernaut that they turned into. Meet Virginia is about a lady. It's kind of like a companion piece to the Flaming Lips, you know, She Don't Use Jelly. She uses Vaseline. You know, it holds up spork. No offense, Flaming Lips. I had a Flaming Lips poster in my college dorm, despite the derision I faced from people who were like, why isn't that 6 naked ladies with their backs painted to look like Pink Floyd album covers? It's called art, sweetie. Look it up. You know what? You've earned it. Take my money. But, you know, in Meet Virginia, this lady's messed up, okay? But he loves her is the thing. Some of the lyrics in this song just make me upset. Like, in order to demonstrate how quirky Virginia is, the lead singer of Train, John Train, says, wears high heels when she exercises. It looks beautiful. And I mean, what are you talking about? You shouldn't be doing squats or running or anything in high heels. Or have you lost your mind? You're gonna cause like permanent... Oh god, that was close. You're gonna cause permanent damage to your body. Yeah, but in like a quirky way, right? Where like... She reads books from the back to the front. Just kill me. I'm like, I don't think that's quirky. I think Virginia needs to go to the hospital. She needs to talk to somebody. She doesn't need you, John Train. She needs like she needs psychiatric help. We were gonna get hit there. That's my 100% of my reasoning. Holy crap, it worked. And we got the deal with the devil. Don't take the tears upgrade. Yeah. This is big. It always reminds me of that. It's another Flight of the Conchords joke. But when Brett writes that song in season 1, and you know, the song's like, I would climb the highest mountain, I would swim the largest sea. And then, I mean, I've told it many times, and also it's not mine to tell, but Jermaine goes, well, would you really climb the highest mountain for her? And he's like, nah, obviously not. And then he says, well, why'd you say it? And Brett says, well, it's a metaphor. And a metaphor for what? Well, about how I'd do anything for her. Well, would you climb the highest mountain for her? I see your point. There you go. It's not artfully told, but you get the idea. We're probably maybe better off, by the way, taking the crystal ball, but where's the fun in that? We got an interesting sort of run going on here with the IV bag, plus we specifically asked for it, so hopefully no greed in our next shop and we can make this run tick. There's other lyrics to Meet Virginia. Hold on, I'm going to put them up on the other monitor. Meet Virginia chords. No, don't play that. Like, does this sound like an honorable, like a person you want to hang out with? She doesn't own a dress, her hair's always a mess. Okay, big whoop. If you catch her stealing, she won't confess. Kind of a scumbag. She's beautiful. She smokes a pack a day. Wait, that's me, but anyway. I'm starting to wonder about this unreliable narrator. She never compromises. Loves babies and surprises. It doesn't mean anything. Never compromising is a terrible trait. Wears high heels when she exercises. Bad. Her daddy wrestles alligators. Mama works on carburetors. Her brother is a fine mediator for the president. Okay, it sounds like she's from a stable home life, except I don't know about the alligator wrestling. She only drinks coffee at midnight. Okay, everything else is like... You know, there's only like 14 words in the whole song, but simultaneously it does not paint a great picture of Virginia, in my opinion. There's a lot of negative traits, and I don't think it's in the same way as the Shakespeare, like, well, if hair be wires, then dark wires sit on her head, sort of, you know, Sonnet 69 sort of way. I don't take it as a subversion of the genre, is what I'm trying to suggest, I suppose. Anyway, Train sucks. I'm sorry. Look, I was in 8th grade when Drops of Jupiter came out. If I'm not allowed to say Train sucks, nobody's allowed to say any band sucks. I heard Drops of Jupiter 500,000 times that year, and everybody was losing their freaking minds because it's a rock and roll song with violins in it. Alright? That was a bad answers. Hagalas. Honestly, I don't think we really care about I'm Drowsy. And it's not that it's bad, it's just that we're not going to be fighting any of those big bosses that really warrant it. Now, Warrant, that's a good band. She's My Cherry Pie, a cool drink of water, such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry? What? Honey, why are you crying? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, you tasted so good, you brought a tear to my eye. You sweet cherry. That's, actually, that turned into Cult of Personality. No, I don't watch pro wrestling. I just played a bunch of Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock and Roll. I know it's CM Punk's intro music. This run is absurd. We should have few problems. I don't know if that's actually gonna come true. Hey, dude. Thank you. I hate that. Inevitably, by the way, there will be somebody, and I went through this yesterday on the stream. I had a hard time articulating my thoughts. Inevitably, there will be somebody who loves Train, and that's fine if you love Train, if you love Nickelback, I don't care. There's nothing lamer to hate on than somebody's musical taste. If you love Train, you don't suck. I still think Train sucks, but you're probably like a perfectly fine individual. Your musical taste is not actually, I mean, I don't consider it part of your identity, to be honest with you, and okay, we're losing a lot of lives here. And you may disagree with that, and that's okay too. We can agree to disagree on this subject. But inevitably on the internet, there's like, you know, if you go like, oh, well, yeah, I was watching some Tybo videos yesterday, you're gonna get like 1,000 people that are like, Tybo sucks. Why don't you just do Tabata instead? And then, help. If you ever go, I don't really like Star Trek, people go, oh, it must be so exhausting for you when people enjoy things. Why not? All I'm trying to do right now is let you know that when the veil turns on you, you just got, it's more gracious to just accept it. I went through it yesterday. Because someone said, International Star Trek Day should be in October so we can call it Spocktober. And then I derisively said, why don't we just have it on May the 4th so that we can knock out all that nerd stuff on the same day. And somebody hit me verbatim with the exact comment. We're not Guppy. We are Guppy because of 9 lives. Oh my god, it's all coming together. It's all gone Pete Tong. I think we're gonna need these spirit hearts now. And you know, it kind of got me. Because there's a fine line, okay? Sincerely, there's a fine line between being critical and bashing, and there's also a fine line. Well, I shouldn't say fine line. There's a difference between being critical and bashing. So both of them, I think, are true. When I don't hate Star Wars at all. You know, I didn't see Solo yet, but I probably will, and I see all the other ones in theaters. And I don't hate Star Trek. I have less of an affinity for the franchise, but less exposure to it as well. But the thing that annoys me is not the property. It's the day. You know? I'm just... and there's no way to get through this without me sounding like just the biggest curmudgeon. I don't mind when people enjoy things. It's not... like when people are like, you know, hey, I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan. May the 4th be with you. I'm like, that's cool. I basically just become a gatekeeper on those days. And it's a bad look, but I'll admit, when somebody I've never heard talk about Star Wars before goes May the 4th, what I should do is go, hey, they're just trying to be nice and, you know, quirky, and I'll say May the 4th to you as well, friend. But instead, what goes on in my head is I go, oh yeah, who's Team Topagalis? Oh, so you didn't play Episode 1 Pod Racer? And it's a bad habit, especially because I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan. So, like, what am I gatekeeping for? I mean, I'm gatekeeping somebody else's gape. Somebody else's gate is what I meant to say there, Google. They don't scan the videos past 45 seconds anyway. By the way, this run, I told you it was an easy win. Maybe it's only an easy win because we actually did get Guppy. Something's wrong. Beautiful. But it's an easy win. I promise you the win, and here we are. Anyway. But don't you... I feel like there's too many days. And I do find it hard to articulate why it annoys me. But, like, the one that annoys me the most is just talk like a pirate day. Like, now, if you're under the age of 21, by all means, talk like a pirate, okay? I get it. It's fun. It's like Crazy Hat Day or something like that in school. You're like, hey, you know, it breaks up the doldrum of the week to have... It's Crazy Hair Day on Thursday. It's Casual Friday. You can wear a Hawaiian shirt to work. But, ooh, no thank you. You know, when you start to have to come up with stuff like Talk Like a Pirate Day. Are we really? International Hot Dog Day. You know, International Pulp Fiction Day. International Diane Lane Appreciation Week. Like, it's not that it, like, really chafes me that bad. It's just like, you know, I find, like, normal life kind of interesting. You know, I don't think we need a day every day for all this stuff, but I can't think of any logical reason except, like, you know, stop having fun, like old man shakes fist at cloud. But I do feel like a lot of people agree with me. It's just when I take aim at something that they enjoy, it becomes a different story. And I'm the same way. If there was like, well, I mean, people try to get me something. They try to trap me in these like rhetorical like caltrops. They're like, what if somebody wanted an International Isaac Day? Would you support that? I don't care. Every day is International Isaac Day in my world, okay? Oh, what about Christmas? Do you not? No, I mean, I support Christmas. I don't have a great reason for why Christmas is okay and, you know, International House of Pancakes Day is not, except that I grew up with it and, you know, it's a good opportunity to see family. It's not even really that it's, like, corporatized. Like, I don't care if International Donut Day is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. It just is. Whatever happened to, you know, Thursday, January 8th? All of a sudden, you know, now every day's gotta be, oh, today's Chunky Peanut Butter Day. It's a lot of work keeping up with this stuff, dude. And for whose benefit? I don't even think it's much for a corporation's benefit. I mean, how many corporations see like an uptick when it's their day? If everybody around you is talking about today's International Taco Day, yeah, you know, Mexican restaurants and food suppliers are probably going to see an uptick. That's because people love them to begin with. Same with Pizza Day, you know? But if it's like International Wood Epoxy Day, I don't know, I'm sorry to tell you. I don't think you're going to see that much business on that day. I don't think you're going to see an uptick relative to the norm, unless, I don't know, there's been a lot of splinters. I don't make the rules. Clearly. If I did, St. Patrick's Day would be off the table in a heartbeat. No, you see, this is, I could never be like a demagogue. I'm like, the will of the people is always wrong. I could never get elected on a platform of, I'm going to get rid of St. Patrick's Day. Dude, Empty Vessel is really good here. Instead, here's my compromise, okay? I always compromise, and I don't wear high heels when I exercise. I don't exercise, but when I do, I usually wear Asics because I went to the running store and they told me that it would benefit my form to wear these shoes, and I believe them. Although I definitely need new ones. The mileage is anyway, the point is that that's all irrelevant. Regardless, St. Patrick's Day, a day that mostly exists to glorify overconsumption of alcohol, can still exist. And this is a compromise that should be good for everybody, okay? It's on the first Saturday in March now. It's no longer on the 13th or whatever day St. Patrick's Day is. It's always on the 13th, or it's always on the Saturday. That way, you can go out and get tanked, and that's cool, because it's a Saturday. That's the day of getting tanked. The only thing that annoys me about St. Patrick's Day is not people having fun. It's taking the Sky Train at 10 a.m. and seeing college freshmen in green hats threatening to throw up on my shoes. Not verbally threatening, but, you know, 99% of communication is nonverbal. And in this case, more of guttural. Do it on a Saturday. Then if somebody throws up on my shoes, at least I can be like, they're probably a hardworking member of society just enjoying their weekend in the requisite fashion. All other holidays are safe. Thanksgiving, love it. Easter, love it. Valentine's Day, I don't see what all the hullabaloo on the negative side of Valentine's Day is about. You know, Valentine's Day makes single people feel bad. I don't know. I was single. I don't know, like, we'll obviously not count the years before like the age of 13, but I was single probably like more Valentine's Days than I have been taken. I never had a problem with it, but I don't know. I guess people are wired differently. Most of the time that I was single on Valentine's Day, I was like, sick. I can do whatever I want tonight, and I don't need to buy a present. It's like getting 2 presents from me to me. Now that I'm married, Valentine's Day is a good opportunity to, you know, reaffirm the relationship that I'm in and, you know, have a nice excuse to dress up and go out for a nice dinner and say lovely things to one another. Which we should be doing all the time, of course. But it helps to have a reminder from time to time. And I think those are the only holidays that are on, like, the chopping block. I don't know, we don't have, like, a Columbus Day in Canada, so, you know, you guys, you deal with that down there. That's up to you guys. I would like Canada to get a Prime Minister's Day. I think it's always jacked up for me when I see that Americans get a President's Day. We don't get a Prime Minister's Day. Are we just waiting for the first good one? That's not really a political statement, because, have you heard of John Diefenbaker? Did cancel the Avro Arrow, though. Okay, we're getting into Canadianisms that are a little too deep. The only deep Canadianisms I want are references to In Too Deep by Sum 41. Trying to keep all the blood in my head. Instead of going under again. Where is my boss fight, please? Yo, this, you have to admit, is a goofy run, but my dudes, it all came together in a very, very nice way. Okay, it's over here. Am I over the moon that we got Guppy? Yeah, without Guppy, this would have been a real problem. But, you know, with Guppy, great run. I have a conspiracy theory for you. You might not like this. You know, one of the most famous Reddit threads of all time was when a young gentleman said, hey, give me some foods to try with rice and I'll rate them. This is maybe one of the first, like, 25 moments in my life where I realized the average age of the internet had sunk under my own current age. So people would be like, I'll try ice cream. And he'd be like, okay, ice cream, 9 out of 10. Ice cream with rice, 4 out of 10. And people were like, oh, so random. Here I am gatekeeping again. Y'all know. Well, okay, here's my conspiracy theory. I don't want to present it as fact. More props to that kid for finding a nice way to spend his weekend, an entertaining way to spend his weekend. You know that dude was not trying all these foods with rice. But he said he had to go to the grocery store. No, he probably tried some of them. But he was not trying every single food that he reviewed. Don't be ridiculous, okay? It's like the kangaroo video. In time, I will be proven to be correct. Hopefully. Otherwise, I just look like a curmudgeon who believes there's no magic in the world. But that kid was making it up just like the dude with 2 phalluses. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Help. It was a great run. It was a zany run. I had a good time. And if you did as well, thanks for your support. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified when I go live in the future. For now, though, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!